I want everyone who's watching this video to go ahead and comment down below your favorite pasta. This is mine currently, and it's from Thrive Market. Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to share with you 4 easy and delicious pasta recipes that are perfect for summer and of course super affordable. I hope you enjoy these recipes as much as we do. This first recipe is like an Italian salad. I am obsessed with olives and tomatoes, but please keep in mind, you can substitute for anything that you might like better. And you're gonna see that the tomatoes get less and less as the recipes go on because I could not help but eat them. Tomatoes are one of my favorite foods in the entire world, and if they're in our house or if I'm cooking with them, I have to be snacking on them, especially grape or cherry tomatoes. So I went ahead and rinsed my tomatoes before I started cooking and getting all this stuff together. I also washed and peeled 2 cucumbers. All of these are like general measurements. You could add more or less depending on how many people you're cooking for. Again, what your preferences are for vegetables. This is just to give you some really good ideas. And I was super happy to see that I picked out a couple of the smaller cucumbers that had very little seeds. So these are very chop, dump, go salads. And I actually am making 4 salads. I'll tell you why here in a little bit, but I'm going to make all the pasta at once. So when I was making these meals, because I was making them in a large abundance, I was cutting and chopping all my ingredients, getting them set off to the side, and then the pasta I was cooking last. If you don't like olives, let me know in the comments below what you use instead. Some people have said they use mushrooms instead of olives. Some people use banana peppers, but I really like that brininess. Plus, for an additional recipe here, later in this video, I'm going to need this olive juice. I also have been saving this anytime I open a can of olives because it makes incredible dressing. Let me know if you'd like me to make a recipe video with all the different styles of dressings that I've used. I have shared a mustard style dressing here on my channel before, but I have a plethora of them because it is already in the 90s here, has been for a while, like 90 degrees. If you didn't know, I live in Las Vegas, Nevada, and because it gets so warm, I need cold salads, cold pasta salads, cold green salads. It's just some of my favorite things. So if you'd like a salad dressing recipe or add it into my next meal prep video, let me know in the comments below.
Gonna stay in this moment, gonna lay here on the grass.
As Kim over at the Wads would say, royalty-free music. Welcome to my channel. I'm a huge Kimberly Wadsworth fan, like huge. I don't watch a lot of YouTube anymore, but I will always tune in for Kim's videos. So I'm going ahead and getting all my pasta going. Like I said, I was cutting and chopping. We're kind of skipping along here because welcome to my kitchen. But I'm using this beautiful pasta from Thrive Market. When I went gluten-free, I thought I'm never going to find a pasta that's a fun shape or tastes good, but the further away I get from normal pasta, the happier I am with the pasta I'm eating. And I personally love pasta because it's super affordable and it bulks up my meals. And side note, I saw this recipe on the back of the box and I need to make this ASAP. Go ahead and screenshot this, write it down. You also need to make it. It sounds delicious. One of you all left me a comment not too long ago and told me that you saw on the Food Network that anytime you use a gluten-free pasta, it should be rinsed. Oh my gosh, game changer. Rinse it with cold water. It stops the cooking process. It also gets rid of that weird slime. Plus, it then refrigerates and reheats like a dream. Trust me on this. So you can see how much pasta I'm making, 2 whole boxes, and there will probably be leftovers and it will taste incredible the next day. So let me know down below if you also chill your pasta afterwards because it's much needed.
seen those faces, I've heard all the lies.
I am so excited to share with you that Thrive Market is sponsoring today's video. Huge shout out to them, and of course huge shout out to you guys as well who continue to support me when I have sponsored content. If you are new and have never signed up for Thrive Market, today is your day. Go ahead and click the link down in the description box or go to thrivemarket.com/flourishingmiranda to get 40% off your first order and a free gift worth over $50 when you join Thrive Market today. I got a Thrive Market haul in a couple of days ago. I personally use their app on my phone, but you can use their website. Both are very easy to search when it comes to lifestyle, how you eat. Personally, I eat plant-based and gluten-free. You can search for health products, cleaning products, baby products, so simple. And everything comes directly to your door. Any order over $49 ships for free. So not only is it convenient and super affordable, there's an added bonus for people who are super frugal and budget conscious like myself. They will price match. So make sure you check that out over on their app. They have a couple of different membership options. You can do the monthly for $9.95 a month, or you can do the yearly, which is what we have, for $5 per month. Like I said, go to thrivemarket.com/flourishingmiranda to get 40% off your first order and a free gift worth over $50 when you join Thrive Market today. This next recipe is like a Southwest pasta salad. I honestly just went through my crisper, my pantry, found things that I had on hand, things we always have on hand, and knew that my guests would love. And of course I would love, because if there's leftovers, I get them for lunch along with my husband. So corn, lime, tomatoes, cilantro, red onion, and some black beans. Now in my last video, where I shared with you recipes to make black beans, I shouldn't say last video, but the last time I used cilantro, so many of you were like, don't waste the stems, you should use them. I personally don't love the stems. I think that's where the soapy taste comes from. But when I took a poll and asked, the people in my life that are going to eat this salad, they said, oh no, we love cilantro, go ahead and add the stems. So I did. But this is a dressing, if you will. If I would have had a little bit of coconut milk, it would have made this dressing so much better. I took my handy dandy little Bluetooth food processor. This thing's amazing. If I can find it, I'll link it down below. It's from Amazon. It is a grinder, blender, food processor, all in one. It's Bluetooth, so you don't have to drag it around your kitchen. Even though I have like what feels like 100 outlets in my kitchen, I still don't like cords. And I totally forgot I had it until I found it in a box in the garage. Even though we moved here a few months ago, I feel like there's still a couple things hanging around that aren't in their places, but that is life when you move. Anyways, lime, garlic, salt, a little bit of water, put it in a food processor or even a blender, and just cream it up. Like I said, a little bit of nut milk would have made it or even coconut milk in a can would have made this so much better. I do feel like when the stems were blended down, as many of you told me, you can't taste that soapiness as much. But if I just roughly chop them and then add them to my rice or to my dish, that's where the really strong cilantro soapy flavor kind of comes from. I don't get that as much from the tops. So if you're like me, they say it's genetic, that the taste with cilantro. I don't know if it is or not, but anyways, I went ahead and cut some more tomatoes. I literally had probably a whole pint of tomatoes by now as I was cooking and chopping. Some red onion. Also, why does red onion not burn your eyes, but white and yellow you literally have to wear like goggles for? I don't understand. I know it's like the sharpness of the acidity. I could cut red onions all day, but give me white, whew, and yellow, no, it's really rough. So I went ahead and threw this together and then added my beautiful green sauce on the top, which you literally could almost drink like a smoothie if you like cilantro that much. It is so delicious.
Right now I'm standing in a corner. I see you from across the room. It's kinda crowded here, but I know you see me too. Everybody's singing, oh, everybody's singing, oh. I don't know what it is about you. It must be in the way you move. Just
Did you let me know your favorite pasta yet? So these are just a few of the pastas I currently have on hand for me. I have more pastas in my pantry just for my husband. Yeah, I'm addicted. Yesterday, I took a community poll post and asked you guys if you are plant-based and gluten-free, what's the hardest thing for you? Most people answered with 2 options, going out to eat and group gatherings. So tonight I'm actually having a group gathering here at my house. I love hosting. These pasta meals I'm actually making for tonight. Yes, it's a lot of pasta. I have other sides going with it as well, but it's like a summer gathering and we're having light fares, and I thought this was a perfect way to kind of have gluten-free and plant-based options, not only for me and for my guests, but also to share with you guys. If you would like to see a full like group hosting party spread, let me know down in the comments below. I have a lot of parties planned for the summer. I lightly say the word parties. It's more like a gathering of like, hey, would you like to come over on Saturday night to our house and just hang out and have some food and some fellowship and just chat and talk and just have some fun. But if you would like to see kind of a full spread of what I do when I'm hosting, let me know in the comments below if that's helpful for you or even just really entertaining so that I can share that with you. I do find that if we are going to other people's houses, it's a lot easier when it's potluck style, so I can bring something. But I have recently found, since going gluten-free and of course since going 100% plant-based, it's a lot easier for me to say, hey, this is how I eat. What are you fixing? What can I bring? And then sometimes I just bring something for myself, because eating in a social event is part of living. And I want you guys to feel me when I say that sometimes you have to speak up, and that's okay. But anyways, let's get back to the pasta recipes. You guys will let me know, of course, down in the comments below if that's something that interests you. I try to always stick to a budget, and that is outside of our normal grocery budget. But anyways, that's a story for another day. Let's get back into the pastas. I do feel like all of these recipes you could serve hot or cold. So this is kind of the take on the really popular TikTok recipe that went around, I think about a year ago. I will actually link another pasta recipe video down in the comments. It'll be pinned to the top. That is, I think, half warm and half cold, but honestly, just preference. I like cold pasta because it's hot here. But instead of doing the warm vegan feta, I decided to do it cold, and it was so good. And once it's refrigerated and all those flavors soak up, that's what the olive juice is for. So I went ahead and I did marinate my tofu for about an hour. You don't have to. It does taste better if you do it overnight, but I feel like an hour is just as good, especially because mine did sit in the refrigerator with the pasta for a couple hours before I served it. But if you really want that brininess to make a tofu feta, super good. There's also a lot of ingredients that I didn't add into this. Like I didn't add the oil, I didn't add the agave. There's like a ton of recipes out there, but I did the olive juice, lemon, garlic, salt, Italian seasoning, and then I let it soak. It's really good. Again, I did this the cold way. You can definitely heat this up in your oven with the tomatoes. Let the tomatoes burst, and then put lots and lots of more lemon with it, and fresh garlic, and then throw in your pasta. Give it a mix. Wink, wink. Anyways, you're gonna need another bowl. Have you noticed how many bowls we've needed? I just went ahead and tore up some basil. I didn't even bother chopping it, so don't cringe too hard as you see that I'm just like tearing it apart. The smell of basil makes me so happy. I am not a gardener. I don't love to garden. I don't even like the idea of gardening. It's probably just because I'm so busy. When other people talk to me about gardening, I'm like, wow, that sounds so relaxing. But it's kind of like golf. I think it sounds nice, and then when I think of putting myself in that position, I'm like, ooh, I don't think I could do that. But I've been really contemplating doing a small herb garden once we get our patio all set up. So I'll keep you guys in tune if I decide to do that. Again, it feels very intimidating to me, and it doesn't feel like something I would enjoy, like full out garden, but I think an herb garden would be really, really manageable, right? I could have like a little side table and have some herbs on it, and then I wouldn't have to go to the store every time I needed basil or mint or something. I would have it right there, and that just sounds wonderful to me. So here's this finished recipe. So delicious. Try this one also for a meal prep if you're someone who likes to take lunch with on the go, and you can put it in a little mason jar. Super good. So I went ahead and decided to make a BLT pasta salad. And know that B doesn't stand for bacon, it stands for beans. And I did go ahead and get this Primal Kitchen Alfredo sauce as kind of a ranch substitute because I do feel like BLT kind of goes with like a ranch. And because we're having company over, I thought it was something special. And if you have been around my channel for a while, you know my husband's a huge sauce lover and he loved this. I would have just had it, the B, the L, and the T. Like I said, B for beans. And a little bit of lemon, but it was pretty good. And then my lettuce was kind of left in the car in the heat for a little while, so it's a little brown. I have to pick through it. But if I was serving this right away, I would have mixed the lettuce in, but I knew I wasn't, so I just put the lettuce on the side. I needed to, like I said, pick through my lettuce a little bit, but we're not perfect over here. We're just trying our best. So this is a little bit different than how I served it because I did go ahead and chill the pasta and then add some really nice pretty lettuce. And there you go. It's delicious. You have some extra veggies in there and some really good pasta. Ah, so delicious. So tell me, which of these 4 recipes was your favorite? You have to leave me a comment down below and tell me which one you're going to try first. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you really liked it. I hope you got some new inspiring meal ideas for yourself and for your family and loved ones. Let me know down in the comments below, what would you like to see here on my channel? I took a couple community posts recently in the last month. You'll be seeing more direct videos like this one that are pasta, potato, rice inspired, so you kind of get an all-for-one style recipe video. Plus, I was talking about legumes over on my community post and asking what your favorite is. I recently did a video all about different recipes with black beans. I'll continue to share those along with extreme grocery budget challenges here on my channel in the next month. So if you're not subscribed, make sure you do so right now. Turn on your notifications. The last Eat for $10 a week video that I did, you guys loved so much. I asked if you wanted a gluten-free version just like that, Eat for $10 a week. I got a huge response to that, so stay on the lookout for that as well. Have an awesome day. I'll see you very soon in another video. Bye-bye.